I wanted to get a little bit more creative by doing stories, and that seemed to work out pretty good. So that was I don't want to get into it because it was just miserable. A miserable time last year. And like I said, this is the anniversary special, and I made a year in the podcast and hopefully getting better. And today we are going to talk about women, how crazy women are. So I'm going to lighten the mood, and here we go.
I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
Why women act crazy. Why women act crazy. I was talking to a friend the other week about men and women. Incidentally, one of them my favorite topics. When the conversation took a turn towards the idea of sensitivity, if you've been following the great war of the sexes, as I have been, you'd know that sensitivity is, well, a very sensitive subject. One of the biggest complaints women have about men is that they're too sensitive, that they are constantly focusing on their emotions, that they are unable to handle women's emotions, and that they indulge in temper tantrums like children. Pretty harsh stuff. Unfortunately, one of the biggest complaints women also have about men is that they are not sensitive enough, that they are cold, that they shut down emotionally, and that they make women feel like they're crazy for feeling the way they do. This, like many other messages girls like to give us guys, seems absolutely baffling. Girls complain about guys being emotionally detached and insensitive, but also complain about guys being overly sensitive and emotional. How does that make any sense? But makes sense it does. Let me ask you, if I said something to you in French and you didn't speak French, was what I was saying nonsense? Nope. Maybe it felt that way to you, but to someone fluent in la language française, what I'm saying is both completely clear and obvious. So it is with women speak. It's not that it's crazy, it's just that you don't understand it. But first, I want to clear something up between us men. We love to talk about women and their contradictions and enjoy claiming how men are so simple compared to them. Unfortunately, that's not exactly true. For instance, let's take a look at this very topic we were discussing, sensitivity. When most guys hear sensitivity, they think in touch with their emotions. And when most guys think in touch with their emotions, they think of the word emotional. Ironically, for most men, that word is massive. Being emotional is a sign of weakness, an indication of lack of control. Indeed, it's such an unmanly thing to be emotional that many men completely shut their emotions down to keep themselves looking composed and, of course, masculine. Unfortunately, this tends to have some unintended consequences because men are so used to shutting down and shaming their own emotions that they act the same towards women. If a woman's upset about something, she needs to act rational, stop being crazy, relax, and so on. And if she doesn't, this is where things get really hilarious. The man acts out emotionally himself. All of a sudden, this guys are distant but guys are reactive thing makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I know it's not fair. She drew it out of me. She can act emotional and reactive as much as she wants. But what? Am I just supposed to deal with it? That, my friend, is up to you. I didn't say you need to tolerate an insane person. I don't know your situation, your woman, your preference, your own level of patience, etc. The world is shades of gray, not black and white, and everyone has their own sliding scale of what they're willing to deal with. Women, too, have an obligation to consider how they treat those around them. And I'm by no means advocating any of responsibility on their end for how they act. But I will say this, every woman does this. Every woman wants their man to be able to handle it. So you can sit around and complain that women act crazy and that they don't handle their emotions and OMG, why won't she just shut the up? And maybe even consider being gay? Though I hear many gay men are just the same. Or you can smile, you can break her mood with your humor, you can comfort her, you can listen to her, you can give her space and all the good tools of the trade, so long as you stop trying to fix her and what she's feeling. Unfortunately, we men love fixing things, but with women, that's a big problem because your woman doesn't want to be fixed. She wants to be understood. She doesn't really care about how you feel about that. This is a problem in particular for guys today because of a single amazing thing that we completely take for granted. Our mothers were amazing to us. They tolerated our moods, let us act out, cuddled us, gave us what we wanted, and most of all made us feel like we were incredibly special and deserving of everything we wanted. And they did this for way longer than mothers used to. So we got used to the idea that the woman in our life should do these things for us too. Now, this doesn't mean that a woman won't or shouldn't do nice things for you. That is absolutely not the case. But your woman is not your mom. As a kid, you look to your mom for strength and protection. Your woman looks to you for that. What too many men do today is pretend to be masculine by ignoring or shaming women for expressing their emotions. Being above the fray, so to speak, but also lash out because they feel like they are entitled to not have to deal with it. Women hate this crap. And it's not just a combination for women that's bad. Even if you're completely composed while she's in one of her moods, it doesn't mean that you're handling your relationship with her well if you're making her feel like she's screwed up for how she feels. Because here's a little secret. Women don't like to feel like they're crazy, even if they are being a little bit. And telling her she is a surefire way to make her turn her crazy up a notch. Fatality. What women want is to feel loved, accepted, and most importantly, safe. When a woman says she wants her guy to be sensitive, she doesn't mean a guy who is perturbed, reactive, or ruffled by what she says, who takes things personally, especially when her mood has nothing to do with him. When she says she wants a sensitive guy, what she means is she wants a guy who is empathetic and non-judgmental to how she feels. And when a woman says she wants her guy to be emotionally put together, she doesn't mean she craves a man who acts cold, distant, and condescending towards her. She doesn't give two turds about a guy's logic. She just wants a man who can deal with her. All women want is for their man to empathize with what they're feeling and to be strong enough to be with them through it. Yes, even what that feeling is the act of crazy. That's the female language decoded. And if you think about it for a second, it makes perfect sense. If you can't handle her moods, what can you handle? If she can throw you off that easily, what else will throw you off? If you won't love and accept her, who will? This is the crap that shows women whether she can trust you, not just with her life, but with her heart. And she will always be screening you to make sure you are worthy. A little rough, but if you want to learn to be amazing with women, learn to love it. And moreover, learn to accept that it is a struggle you will never win. It sounds crazy, but it is the dance of polarity. And that is a lifelong practice. I promise you, if you can show up for your woman in this way, everything in your romantic life will change. And something tells me you'll like it. I know it's tough when women act crazy. The good news is that when women act crazy and we are there for them, going forward, things tend to get better. Feeling mocked or not understood tends to exuberate the emotions that make women act crazy to begin with. So, just weather the storm and you will always remember you're not alone. It's par for the course to see women act crazy. Love your girls.
Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary. Pour a cheerful toast and fill it, happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it, happy anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.